Have you ever looked at someone succeeding against all odds and thought, how do they do it? Let me tell you, it's not because their journey was easier. It's because they chose to rise above their excuses. Today, I'm here to challenge you. Stop asking why life is hard and start asking what you're going to do about it. Every one of us faces challenges. Some lose opportunities, others face setbacks, and many are handed cards they never ask. But what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary is this: they don't make excuses, they make adjustments. Imagine standing at the base of a towering mountain, its peak hidden by clouds. The journey to the top is daunting, filled with unpredictable weather, treacherous paths, and moments where every step feels like a struggle. Now, imagine if you chose to stay at the base, convincing yourself the climb is too difficult, the weather too harsh, or that you simply aren't equipped for the journey. This is exactly what excuses do. They keep us rooted in the same place, preventing us from reaching heights we're capable of achieving. Excuses are like invisible barriers that we erect around ourselves. They protest from the discomfort of failure, the fear of the unknown, and the vulnerability that comes with taking risks. When we make excuses, we're not just avoiding immediate discomfort, we're also shutting the door on potential growth and self-improvement. Each excuse we make is a missed opportunity to learn, to adapt, and to push our boundaries. Consider the common excuse of "I don't have enough time." In reality, time is a finite resource that we all have in equal measure each day. The difference lies in how we choose to allocate it. By saying we don't have time, we're not addressing the underlying issue of prioritization. We're letting external factors dictate our actions instead of taking control of our schedule and making conscious decisions about what truly matters. This mindset stifles growth because it allows circumstances to control us, rather than us shaping our own destinies. Another prevalent excuse: I'm not good enough. This self-doubt is a powerful limiter. It convinces us that our efforts are futile, that our potential is capped, and that striving for more is pointless. When we internalize such beliefs, we cease to challenge ourselves, avoid new experiences, and settle for mediocrity. Growth requires a belief in our ability to improve, to overcome obstacles, and to transform our weaknesses into strengths. Excuses rooted in self-doubt undermine this belief, keeping us stagnant. Excuses also create a culture of complacency. In environments where excuses are normalized, progress is stifled and innovation is discouraged. People become content with the status quo, resisting change and avoiding the hard work that growth demands. This is evident in many organizations and communities where blame shifting and justification replace accountability and proactive problem solving. When excuses become habitual, they erode the collective drive to advance and evolve. Moreover, excuses impact our relationships and how others perceive us. Consistently making excuses can signal unreliability, lack of commitment, and failure to take responsibility. This can erode trust and respect, which are essential for meaningful connections and collaborative success. People are more likely to support and invest in those who take ownership of their actions and strive to overcome challenges, rather than those who retreat behind excuses. Breaking free from the cycle of excuses requires a shift in mindset. It involves embracing accountability, recognizing that while we may not control every circumstance, we do have the power to adjust our responses. Growth thrives in environments where challenges are seen as opportunities to learn and improve, not as reasons to retreat. By letting go of excuses, we open ourselves up to new possibilities, develop resilience, and unlock our true potential. In essence, excuses are the chains that bind us to our current state, limiting our ability to grow and evolve. To achieve our fullest potential, we must dismantle these barriers, face our challenges head-on, and commit to making the necessary adjustments. Only then can we truly experience the expansive growth that lies beyond the confines of our excuses. Life is unpredictable. No matter how carefully we plan or how much we prepare, challenges and setbacks are inevitable. The difference between those who thrive and those who merely survive lies in one crucial skill: the ability to adapt. Adjustments are not just reactions to change, they are deliberate choices to reshape our circumstances, recalibrate our efforts, and persevere despite obstacles. They are the building blocks of resilience, the cornerstone of growth and success. When faced with difficulties, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or defeated. The temptation to give up to blame external factors or to retreat into a comfort zone is strong. However, adjustments require a different mindset, a willingness to confront challenges head-on and to seek creative solutions instead of dwelling on the problem. This act of adjusting isn't about ignoring adversity, it's about refusing to be defined by it. Imagine someone who loses their job unexpectedly. While the initial reaction may be shock or despair, the resilient individual focuses on what can be done next. They might update their skills, network with others in their field, or even consider a new career path. Each adjustment they make moves them closer to regaining stability and achieving the goals. In this process, they not only navigate the immediate crisis, but also become stronger and more adaptable, prepared for whatever life throws at them in the future. Adjustments are not always grand gestures or sweeping changes. Often they are small, incremental shifts that cumulatively lead to significant outcomes. Consider an athlete recovering from an injury. They can't train at their usual intensity, but they can focus on flexibility, mental conditioning, or techniques that don't strain their injury. These small adjustments keep them in motion, ensuring that progress continues even under constraints. Over time, their commitment to making these modifications both physical and mental resilience. Resilience through adjustments isn't limited to individuals. Organizations and communities that embrace adaptability tend to thrive in the face of adversity. Take, for example, a business that faces sudden market changes. Instead of lamenting lost opportunities, resilient companies innovate, pivoting their strategies to meet new demands. These adjustments may include adopting new technologies, exploring untapped markets, or refining their services. The result is not just survival, but often a reinvention that propels them forward stronger than before. At the heart of making adjustments lies the belief that there is always a way forward. This mindset fuels persistence and innovation even when the path is unclear. It fosters a sense of agency, reminding us that we are not powerless in the face of change. Every adjustment made, no matter how small, reinforces the idea that challenges are temporary and solvable. Adjustments also teach us to embrace imperfection. In a world that often glorifies perfection and instant success, resilience reminds us that setbacks are a natural part of growth. Each adjustment we make is a step closer to our goals, even if the journey looks different than we initially envisioned. The process of adapting builds character, humility, and the understanding that progress is rarely linear but always meaningful. In essence, adjustments are the tool we use to shape our responses to life's challenges. They enable us to transform setbacks into stepping stones, teaching us that resilience is not just about enduring, but about actively creating the strength to rise again. When we choose to make adjustments, we choose to keep moving forward stronger and ready for whatever comes next. Success doesn't happen by accident. It's not reserved for the lucky few of those who are born with special advantages. Rather, it is a conscious choice, an ongoing decision to embrace growth, to take action despite fear or uncertainty, and to push forward even when the road is rough. In every aspect of our lives, we are presented with opportunities to choose success. But that choice requires more than just hope or wishing for things to go right. It demands consistent effort, the willingness to overcome challenges, and the mindset that we have control over our own destinies. Many people wait for the perfect conditions to pursue their goals, believing that success will come when everything aligns just right. But this is a myth. Waiting for the right moment often results in missed opportunities, as the conditions for success are rarely perfect. Life is inherently unpredictable, and external circumstances will always be in flux. The true path to success is not about waiting for the right moment. It's about making the choice to act, to adjust, and to move forward regardless of the obstacles in the way. Take, for example, someone starting a business. The journey is filled with uncertainty, market trends are unpredictable, competitors are always evolving, and resources are often limited. Yet, despite these challenges, entrepreneurs who succeed are those who make a daily choice to keep moving forward. They choose to learn from mistakes, to adapt their business model when necessary, and to keep pushing even when the odds seem stacked against them. They understand that success is not a destination, but a series of choices made along the way. This idea applies to every aspect of life, whether it's personal goals, career ambitions, or relationships. Each of us is given a set of choices every day. We can choose to embrace challenges and use them as opportunities for growth, or we can choose to stay stuck in our comfort zones, making excuses for why things aren't working. We can choose to take responsibility for our actions and decisions, or we can blame others and external factors for our circumstances. These choices, no matter how small, accumulate and ultimately determine the trajectory of our lives. Success is also about taking ownership of our lives and not relying on the idea of external validation or luck. When we believe success is a choice, we take responsibility for the highs and the lows, the wins and losses. We stop waiting for permission to succeed, stop looking for the right time, and stop placing the blame on anyone or anything. Instead, we recognize that the power to shape our future is in our hands. And the decisions we make today have the power to create the life we desire. It's easy to think that success is about having the perfect circumstances or the right resources. But in reality, it's about perseverance, adaptability, and commitment to the journey. The decision to keep going, to adjust when needed, and to learn from failures are the key ingredients to success. Success is a choice because we have the power to choose our responses, to choose our mindset, and to choose how we pursue our goals, no matter the challenges we face. The road to success may not be easy, and it may not always be straight. There will be moments of doubt, moments when it feels like giving up would be easier. But those who choose success understand that these moments are simply part of the process. They know that success isn't just about achieving a goal, it's about the growth and resilience that come from making the choice to pursue it no matter what. So make the choice today. Choose success not just as a destination, but as the mindset and the action that will carry you through every challenge. In life, there will always be circumstances beyond our control, situations that we cannot predict or alter. Whether it's the economy, the actions of others, or an unexpected turn of events, there are countless factors that are simply outside our reach. But here's the truth, while we can't control everything that happens to us, we always have control over how we respond. The key to navigating life's challenges lies in focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. By shifting our focus from the uncontrollable to the controllable, we empower ourselves to create positive change, regardless of external conditions. The human tendency is to fixate on what's beyond our control. When things go wrong, we often find ourselves dwelling on the what-ifs and the whys. Why did this happen to me? What could I have done differently? Why didn't I see this coming? These questions, though natural, often lead to frustration and a sense of helplessness. They keep us trapped in a cycle of regret and worry, preventing us from moving forward. The reality is, obsessing over things we can't change only drains our energy and focus. Instead, we can choose to focus on the actions and attitudes that are within our control. We control our mindset, our effort, and our response to challenges. We can choose how we react to adversity, whether we approach it with resilience and problem solving or with defeat and frustration. We can control the choices we make each day, from how we prioritize our time to how we interact with others. By taking ownership of these aspects of our lives, we regain a sense of agency and purpose no matter what external factors are at play. Take, for example, a person who faces a personal setback, such as a health crisis. While they can't control the diagnosis or the challenges that come with it, they can control their attitude and their approach to recovery. They can choose to focus on what they can do, whether it's making healthier lifestyle choices, seeking support from loved ones, or working with medical professionals to improve their condition. In doing so, they regain a sense of control over their health despite the uncontrollable circumstances. Similarly, in the workplace, employees often face challenges beyond their control, company policies, market conditions, or team dynamics. While they may not be able to change these external factors, they can control how they respond. They can choose to remain adaptable, focus on improving their skills, and contribute positively to the workplace environment. By focusing on what they can control, they not only improve their own circumstances, but also help create a more productive and supportive work culture. This concept extends to our relationships as well. We can't control the actions or feelings of others, but we can control how we communicate, how we express ourselves, and how we choose to engage with others. We can control the respect, understanding, and kindness we bring into our interactions. When we focus on how we contribute to the relationship rather than trying to change the other person, we create a healthier dynamic and a more fulfilling connection. Focusing on what we can control also cultivates a sense of peace and acceptance. It allows us to let go of the frustration and anxiety that come from trying the uncontrollable. Instead of resisting the flow of life, we learn to navigate it with greater ease, confidence, and clarity. This shift in perspective is transformative. It turns obstacles into opportunities, and challenges into lessons, and setbacks into stepping stones. When we focus on what we can control, we stop being passive victims of circumstance and become active creators of our own reality. In the end, life is full of uncertainty, but our response to it doesn't have to be. By consistently focusing on what we can control, our choices, our actions, our mindset, we empower ourselves to create meaningful change, overcome adversity, and move forward with purpose. The power to shape our future lies not in controlling the world around us, but in mastering our own responses to it. In the pursuit of any significant goal, it's easy to become overwhelmed by the vastness of the task at hand. Whether it's personal growth, achieving career milestones, or making lasting changes on our lives, the distance between where we are and where we want to be can feel insurmountable. But what many people fail to realize is that success doesn't require monumental leaps forward. Rather, it's the small, consistent steps we take every day that eventually add up to create a massive impact. The power of small steps is often underestimated, but they are the quiet force behind lasting change and achievement. When we set a big goal, such as getting in shape, building a business, or learning a new skill, the end result can feel distant and elusive. We may envision the final outcome, the toned body, the successful company, the mastery of a craft, that it can be easy to become discouraged by the gap between where we are now and where we want to be. It's in these moments of doubt that small steps become our greatest asset. Instead of focusing on the overwhelming scale of the goal, we can break it down into manageable, incremental actions that move us forward each day. Take, for example, someone aiming to get fit. Instead of focusing on the ultimate goal of running a marathon or losing a certain number of pounds, they can focus on what they can do today. Perhaps it's a short walk or a 10-minute workout. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Every time they make that small commitment to exercise, they're building a habit, a mindset, and the foundation for greater achievements down the road. Over time, these seemingly small actions compound, leading to greater endurance, strength, and ultimately the achievement of their larger goal. Similarly, in the world of business, successful entrepreneurs understand the value of small steps. The idea of building a business from the ground up can be intimidating. There are countless tasks to juggle: marketing, product development, customer relations, and more. But it's the daily decisions that shape a company's trajectory. Whether it's taking a few hours to develop a marketing strategy, improving a product, or networking with potential partners that purchase, small action plays a pivotal role in the business's growth. These individual efforts, when accumulated over time, lead to substantial progress and success. The same principle applies to personal development. Instead of aiming for dramatic transformations, we can choose to take small steps each day to better ourselves. This might mean reading a chapter of a book every morning, practicing mindfulness for a few minutes, or setting aside time each day for reflection and growth. These small actions, though they may seem insignificant at first, gradually shape who we become. Over time, the compounded effect of these actions can lead to profound personal growth, greater self-awareness, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. Small steps also help us avoid burnout, a common challenge when pursuing long-term goals. The idea of making rapid, sweeping changes can be exhausting, especially if the results are not immediately visible. By focusing on small, manageable tasks, we create a sustainable pace that keeps us motivated and engaged in the process. Each small success builds momentum, and the more we achieve, the more confidence we gain to take on bigger challenges. The key to long-term success is not in pushing ourselves to the breaking point, but in making steady progress, no matter how small. In every area of life, the small steps we take today lay groundwork for the future we desire. By focusing on what we can do right now, instead of becoming paralyzed by the enormity of our goals, we make progress one action at a time. It's easy to overlook the importance of these small steps, but they are the catalyst for meaningful change. The big impact we seek in our lives doesn't happen all at once. It's the accumulation of tiny, consistent actions that, over time, propel us to success. So the next time you set a big goal, remember that success doesn't come from one giant leap. It comes from the small steps you take every day. The most powerful tool at your disposal isn't your education, your resources, or even your skill set. It's your mindset, the way you think about yourself, the world around you, and the challenges you face determines not only how you react to adversity, but also how far you can go in life. Your mindset shapes your reality, influences your choices, your actions, and your ability to succeed. Whether you view setbacks as temporary obstacles or as surmountable barriers, whether you believe in your ability to grow or assume that you're limited by your circumstances, your mindset will ultimately define your journey. Consider the difference between someone with a fixed mindset and someone with a growth mindset. Those with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities, intelligence, and talents are static. They think that if they fail at something, it means they're not cut out for it. This belief creates a barrier to growth as they avoid challenges, give up easily, and they become discouraged by criticism. In contrast, those with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to learn. They understand that failure is not a reflection of their worth, but a stepping stone toward improvement. They embrace effort, seek feedback, and believe that their abilities can be developed with practice and perseverance. A growth mindset isn't just about achieving goals, it's about how you approach the process. When you adopt a mindset that values progress over perfection, you shift your focus from simply trying to avoid failure to seeing every experience as a chance to learn. This shift in perspective empowers you to take risks, face challenges head on, and stay resilient when inevitable obstacles arise. You no longer feel defeated by mistakes because you understand that each mistake is a part of the learning process. The mindset you choose also has a profound impact on your emotional resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and thus easy to become overwhelmed when things don't go as planned. However, a positive mindset enables you to see setbacks as temporary and manageable. Instead of dwelling on the difficulties, you focus on finding solutions. You look at problems with curiosity rather than fear, and you recognize that your current situation doesn't define your future. With the right mindset, you can stay calm in the face of adversity, maintain your focus on the long-term goals, and move through challenges without losing your sense of purpose or optimism. Mindset also plays a key role in your relationships with others. How you view people and situations shapes your interactions. If you approach others with an open mind, focusing on understanding and collaboration rather than judgment or competition, you create an environment where mutual growth is possible. A mindset that values empathy and curiosity rather than defensiveness or superiority fosters deeper connections and trust. When you believe that everyone has something valuable to offer, you approach relationships as opportunities for learning and growth, not just transactions or conflicts. Moreover, your mindset influences how you handle success. Many people, when they achieve something significant, can fall into the trap of complacency, believing that they've reached their peak. However, a growth-oriented mindset sees success as just another step in the journey, a moment to celebrate but not to rest on. It drives you to keep pushing forward, to seek new challenges, and to continue evolving. With the right mindset, you don't stop growing just because you've achieved something great. Instead, you use your past successes as motivation for even greater accomplishments. The beauty of mindset is that it's something you can control. Unlike external factors, your mindset is entirely within your power to shape. You can decide to view challenges as opportunities. You can choose to believe in your ability to grow. You can decide to maintain a positive outlook, even when things don't go as planned. By consciously shifting your mindset, you change the way you experience the world and how you react to the situations life throws at you. This shift doesn't just open up possibilities, it empowers you to take control of your destiny and unlock your full potential. Ultimately, your mindset is your superpower because it has the ability to transform any situation. It can turn failure into a lesson, obstacles into opportunities, and doubts into self-belief. When you cultivate the right mindset, there is no limit to what you can achieve.